Okay everyone, I will reviewing the text entitled paper recycling. Nowadays, in Indonesia, the use of paper is so prodigious in many sectors like school, retail, office, and etc. Although the paper is made from sustainable resources, but it must be concerned about the persistence of the trees as the main sources of pure paper. As we know, in Indonesia, there are many cases of illegal logging that is use the trees as the main sources. And though the traces of the paper do not stain the environment, but because it is biodegradable, but we must be take a look again it with our nature. If we don't use the paper wisely or the sources wisely, the sources will be decreasing and maybe run out in recent years. For that reason, the paper recycling is raised by the people. According the data on the text, while 45 out of every 100 tons of wood fiber used to make a paper in Australia comes from waste paper, and the rest comes directly from virgin fiber. And it is a good performance because of the standard is 33% waste paper. So Indonesia can adopt or can follow for this way to reduce the waste paper and develop the technologies in recycling paper. The successful of this recycling paper program must be supported by the community in exchange the quality of the paper. And then the community motion is to collect and separating the waste paper from the factories, office, households, and another sources of the waste paper. And then we can use a less white paper or the raw texture of paper to make a packaging of something and so on. And then the waste paper is separated based on its types in order. It is because some paper just can made by a specific recycled paper. And then the paper which can be used again will be sorted by someone who trained in sorting the waste paper. And then the paper in the recycling paper there are many steps, or the many steps must be paced by the sorter, like mixing with the water to get a stock, and then dyeing with chemical materials, and then bleaching to get white color or reduce the gray color of recycled paper. Although the name is recycling the paper, but in the process we also must need the virgin fiber of the trees, which come from the trees, but it can reduce by recycled paper itself, as well as save the energy and decrease the rubbish of the paper in the environment. The paper recycling also important in economic and environmental practice, especially in Indonesia, which our country is still lack knowledge of recycling paper and lack facilities in recycling the paper. If we take a look in the real life of our country, Indonesia, I found that the recycled paper is still rare. Um, I mean that the people Indonesian have a bad habit in treating the waste paper. They usually just discard or the paper, or mostly often just burning the paper, whereas the paper is still reusable. It can be box, paper bag, and gray paper, or to make a newspaper if we know that the waste paper is reusable. But it didn't means there is no effort. There is no effort to make a recycling paper program in Indonesia. Uh, for the example, in my hometown, there are many home industries reuse the paper, especially the old newspaper, to be handicraft like photo frame, bag, vase, tissue box, and so on. And it can get economic value because the product is unique. And then directly we can also support the minimize the illegal logging in Indonesia and save the energy from the trees. And the government ought to concern in these issues. They can support this homes industry or small industries in facilities or in moral and etc. So these industries can get easy to collect, process, and sell their product. Not only the home industries, maybe the large company, office, and school can build a relationship with the newspaper company, so the paper won't be waste. Okay, that's all about my review. Thank you.